Most people think their life is being ruined by one big mistake. It isn't. It's usually 10 tiny habits, so normal, so invisible that you defend them every single day. And the scariest part? If you recognize yourself in the last habit, it might explain why you felt stuck for years without knowing why. Imagine two people starting with the same talent, the same opportunities, and the same dreams. 5 years later, one is thriving, while the other can't figure out what went wrong. And the difference isn't luck, it's what they repeatedly do when nobody's watching. The first habit is waiting until you feel motivated. It sounds harmless. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, after the weekend, next month, or when life feels less stressful. But motivation is like weather. Some days it's sunny, most days it isn't. The people who transform their lives don't wait for motivation. They move first, and motivation catches up later. Every day you wait to feel ready, you're training your brain to believe action depends on emotion. That's a dangerous deal. But there's an even sneakier habit, comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. You open your phone for 2 minutes and suddenly your life feels smaller. Someone bought a house. Someone got married. Someone started a business. Someone looks happier than you. What you don't see are the sleepless nights, failures, anxiety, and sacrifices hidden behind those perfect photos. Comparison steals something far more valuable than happiness. It steals momentum, because instead of building your own future, you're busy measuring it against someone else's. And that leads to another trap almost nobody notices. Saying yes when your mind is screaming no. Maybe it's helping people who never help you back. Maybe it's agreeing to plans you don't even enjoy. Maybe it's staying silent because you don't want conflict. Every unnecessary yes costs you time, energy, and self-respect. Eventually, you wake up living a life built around everyone else's expectations instead of your own. Then comes the habit that quietly destroys confidence. Talking to yourself like an enemy. You make one mistake and suddenly your mind says, "I'm so stupid." You fail once and tell yourself, "I'll never be good enough." Here's the strange part. If another person spoke to you the way your inner voice does, you'd probably walk away. But because it's your own mind, you believe it. Your brain listens to every word you repeat. Be careful what you're teaching it. Now here's something even more dangerous. Choosing comfort over growth. Comfort feels safe today, but expensive tomorrow. Growth feels uncomfortable today, but rewarding forever. Every time you avoid that difficult conversation, skip learning a new skill, or refuse to take a calculated risk, your comfort zone gets a little smaller while your potential stays trapped outside it. But success isn't only about what you do, it's also about what you ignore. Constant distraction. One notification becomes 10. One short video becomes an hour. One quick scroll turns into another lost evening. Attention is your life's currency. Wherever it goes, your future follows. The companies competing for your attention know this. The question is, do you? Here's another habit that quietly steals years from people. Blaming everything except yourself. Yes, life can be unfair. Bad luck exists. Difficult people exist. But blaming them forever gives away your power. The moment you ask, well, what can I do differently? Everything changes. Responsibility isn't about guilt. It's about control. Because you can't control the past, but you can always control your next decision. Now let's talk about something most people never admit. Ignoring your health because you're too busy. You promise you'll sleep more later, exercise later, eat better later. Then one day, your body sends a bill your younger self never expected to pay. Energy isn't just about feeling good. It's the foundation for every dream you have. Without it, even simple goals start feeling impossible. The next habit is one that looks productive, but often isn't. Always planning, never starting. You research the perfect strategy, watch another video, read another book, wait for perfect timing. It feels like progress, but it's often just fear wearing a smarter disguise. Clarity doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. And finally, the habit that silently ruins more lives than almost any other, believing you have plenty of time. You think you'll call your parents next week, chase your dream next year, tell someone you love them someday, learn that skill when life slows down. But time never announces when it's running out. One ordinary day becomes a memory before you even realize it mattered. Years aren't stolen all at once. They're stolen one ordinary day at a time. Here's the truth that changes everything. Your life isn't shaped by the biggest decisions you make once in a while. It's shaped by the smallest habits you repeat every single day. Tiny choices seem invisible in the moment, but they become your identity over time. So don't ask yourself, how do I change my life overnight? Ask yourself, which one habit will I stop feeding today? Because the future version of you isn't waiting for a miracle, it's waiting for today's decision. Which of these habits hit you the hardest? Share it in the comments. You might help someone realize they're not alone. And if you enjoy videos that challenge the way you think and help you become your best self, subscribe. Sometimes one new idea is all it takes to change the direction of an entire life.